I got a whole attitude. Okay, let me. This is a light gathering. Now, wrong is wrong with the child that stole the car, but it's a car. It's a car. If she had insurance, okay, she could have got her car back. Wrong is wrong. You wouldn't have dragged my child, my son, my husband, my friend, or lover out of no fucking where, and you have a shop that you have said on the news, here I is, and you not get your ass whooped. No, no, no. Yeah.
So you don't think she had the right to beat his ass?
No. No. But what? And the reason why I say, because she did exactly what people say that the black on black crime does. Number one, he was a teen, so he's somebody's child. Yeah, right. That we can't do. And then there's another video out prior to that said that she was in a whoop ass kind of mood. So if you in a whoop ass kind of mood, then you can get dragged out your shop, your place of business, and get your ass whooped and dragged for dragging somebody else's. I felt like that was my son. That she dragged out.
So Sharon, do you hold on a second? Cardi's texting me. Let me as she's hold on. I'm literally on gagging right now live. I'm coming right back. Bye.
Am I loud? Wait, let me turn this down.
She just saw my billboard. She's like, "Why are you stalking me?" Sharon, what do you agree with gathering Granny?
Absolutely fucking not. Okay, let me tell you something. She was in a whoop ass kind of mood because a motherfucker stole her Mercedes Benz. And yes, she was somebody's child, and perhaps that child's mother should have told that motherfucker, nigga, you don't goddamn steal. Because you steal my motherfucking Mercedes Benz, bitch, I'm dragging your ass out too. And this is to anybody. You want to steal my shit? Bitch, I'm going to drag you just like she dragged him. And I dare you. I dare motherfucker. Steal my gagging mug, bitch. I'm going to drag your ass. Learn not to steal. Okay, that's where it starts. It starts at home. Now that nigga got exactly what the fuck he got, and he on the news. And I like how she played it off too. But I'll say that for the mess report. Nah, he would have got his ass drugged. Kudos to the bitch that did it, Bianca.
Hold on. Go ahead. Did you want to say something?
So, what have we learned through all of the march that we have done about Black Lives Matter? Yes, he stole a vehicle that she has insurance on. So now, had he fought back, all of the men, the hood that she brought in another place of business, might you add, she's a business owner. So she would walk through other places of business and walked up on somebody getting service done. She's a business owner. She said she's a business owner. She walked into other people's establishment and acted like a hood fucking chick, not a business owner, not a business Black woman, just a hood fucking just ghetto ass shit.
Can I comment on that, Jason? Let me tell you what we have learned through all the marches and everything.
I got a 2004 Chevy Malibu, and if somebody come and steal my shit, I'm coming to fuck you up, your mama up, whoever the fuck up, because you wasn't taught right.
Let me say this. Can I say this, Jason?
Hold on. Go ahead, Sharon. Go ahead.
Let me say this. You asked, what have we learned through all the marches and through everything and all the Black Lives Matter? What we learned as Black people is that you have to do motherfucking better, like not steal, okay? Because that's what the fuck they expect us to do. They expect us to go steal Mercedes Benzes instead of getting the fuck up and earning that shit on your own. So if it takes somebody to beat your ass to know, don't touch shit, and you know what? Yes, she is a business owner, and I applaud her. You know why? Because she knows when to turn it on and turn it off. If you notice her voice when she was talking to the news reporter, it was, well, you know, I had to go and do what I needed to do. But when it was time to drag that ass, it was, yes, bitch, you stole my motherfucking Benz. So that shows that she's well-rounded and knows how to be a businesswoman and still get her shit in check. I rest my motherfucking case. Mic drop.
Amberlynn, go back. You were saying if somebody stole your car, what would happen?
Oh, it will go down. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get whoever raised you. I'm coming to get all y'all. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be out here stealing people's cars. There are jobs out here that you can go and get. You're not going to come and take my whip. My car is old as fuck. It's a 2004 Chevy Malibu. And I'm still coming to get you. What are you talking about? That's the only shit that I got to make sure I get where I go. Period. So I commend her. I wish if it was me, baby, I'd be on the same shit. I'd be taking the camera to make sure they see me drag that ass. Period. I'm taking my cousins. I'm taking the whole hood with me. The whole of California.
Sharon and Amberlynn, do you think Grammy's missing the point? Is she missing something?
She's missing something.
Absolutely.
She's missing the whole parentage. You're supposed to raise your kid properly, and they won't be out here stealing cars to get dragged by another black person.
Okay, so let me say this. Had the hood stomped that young man dead, this would be a whole nother fucking different conversation, and then we'll be in another motherfucking march.
It wouldn't, because we know what he did. We know what he did, so it would be another conversation.
No, but see, this is the problem. This is the problem that we have. We have the problem of saying, I don't want you to lose your voice. I don't want you to lose your voice. Let me talk for a second. I don't want you to lose your voice, and you're sounding a little hoarse. Let me just make this point, okay? What would we? This is what I get tired of. What would have happened? What would have happened? Let's talk about what did happen. And what did happen was somebody stole somebody else's property. Now, we can sit there and justify these white folks for talking about somebody that looks suspicious when a motherfucker is running down the street. But we can't hold somebody accountable that actually did the action and stole our car. That's when the shit come and play for a citizen's arrest. If you ask me, he stole my shit. Right. He's here. That now, if it would have came to something with violence, if we want to talk about a shoulda, coulda, woulda, well, that nigga could have got shot stealing somebody's car. We're not talking about that.
What I'm saying is, yes, it was wrong that he stole the vehicle. Yes, the teenager was wrong that he stole the vehicle. What I'm saying is to drag the black man, son, out in front of.
He deserved his ass whooped. First of all, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. If I'm not coming out here and whoop your son's ass, then I should be able to do that. It takes a village to raise a child. If you're not raising your kid properly, where they out here fucking taking cars and stealing from people, then I should be able to go out there and whoop that motherfucking ass. Don't play with me, sis. Don't play with me, sis. You wilding out.
Agreed.
Hold on. So, Ty, unmute yourself. Hold on, Ty. What you think?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Oh my God, Jason, we both from the Bay. What's up, Bay Area?
What's up? What you think about what we talking about? Do you think that she should have beat his ass?
Yes, he should have. You not about to steal my car, go get your hair cut, and think that I'm not about to dog you out here. He got exactly what he deserved. These young ass people think they can do whatever they want with no consequences.
Are you from East Oakland or West Oakland?
I'm from San Francisco.
From Fillmore or San Francisco?
I'm from Hunters Point.
Oh yeah, he'd have got that ass whooping in Hunters Point.
Baby!
He got that ass. So what do you think her issue is? What do you think her issue is?
I don't know. Do you have a son or something? What's going on?
May I address it? Okay, so may I address it? Since we shouting out hoods, okay, I was born and raised in the Bay Area. So
were you from Piedmont? Were you from Piedmont or Emeryville?
It's hella cool.
East Oakland.
East Oakland?
Okay. So let me, if I may make my point. My point is, yes, he stole the car, was wrong. But what I'm saying is that I feel, in my opinion, it undoes everything that we have marched for to humiliate. Wait, I didn't interrupt her. Just a minute. It undoes everything because there was another video prior to her walking into that shop to where, oh, I feel like I'm about that whoop ass today. What about a conversation? It's just a car. But what my point is that had the hood dragged him out in that parking lot and stumped the life out of him, just like George Floyd lost his life.
No. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop.
What's the difference?
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. I don't know if it's the bathroom that's not allowing the thoughts to get fully into you, but you just said that a young nigga still in another black person's car. Cause see, sometimes we got to kick our own asses in our community. We got to hold ourselves accountable. No, you did not. No, you did. Hold on, y'all. Did she? Hold on. No, you did not. No, you did not equate this young nigga stealing a black woman's car and getting rolled up on at the barbershop to George Floyd getting murdered by a white police officer who stood on his neck for 9 minutes and killed him in front of the whole world. I know you did not. I'm going to take you off mute. And let me tell you something. For Sharon and for Amber Lynn to be completely quiet right now, they sit back like, no, this bitch didn't. I know they are, but I'm gonna take you off mute, baby, because I don't know you and it's your first time up here. Maybe this show goes really fast. I'm gonna slow down and eat this popcorn while you clarify what you meant. But I thought I heard you just equate him to George Floyd. Can you take her off mute? Go ahead, girl.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for the platform and that we're having a conversation. First, let me say this. I am not a bitch. I am not a bitch, and I'm not gonna call the ladies on the platform bitch, so don't refer to me as a bitch. What I said was is that yes, he was wrong. Yes, he stole a vehicle. I said we would be having a whole nother same conversation had they drug him out in a parking lot and killed him dead. Then we would be having a similar conversation as if it were George Floyd, is what I said.
No, let me say this. First of all, the fact that he was drug out, let's be happy that our own community drug his motherfucking ass out, because that's the reason why his ass is still alive. Because had it been a cop that would have got to him with still in the motherfucking car, then he may not be breathing right now. So if we're going to talk about our community, no, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you, so let me speak. If it would have came, when it comes to our community, if we're going to talk so much about what we want done in our community, then we need to hold our community accountable. And I know in my family, if somebody ain't doing right, 3-4 motherfuckers gonna whoop your ass out in the backyard so you can do what the fuck you got to do to put you on the narrow and straight road. You understand what I'm saying? And as far as the bitch comment, bitches go left or right. I know Amber Lynn didn't mean no shit by that, bitch. We on gagging. That's what we do. Okay? So you're going to have to get over that. You're going to have to get over that. We got over that shower curtain in the background. You're going to have to get over bitches going left and right. Okay? But let's not bring George Floyd in there and everything we don't fought for this gentleman to now bring it back to that. It is what it is. The nigga was dumb enough to steal a motherfucking Mercedes. First of all, be a smarter thief, bitch. Don't nobody cheat the car. You sell the car. You break the car down. You don't drive around in the motherfucking car and then go get a haircut. You think a Mercedes-Benz don't got a tracking device on it? He's dumb altogether. He deserved to get his ass whooped.
Sharon, you don't like the shower curtain?
No, it's ugly. It reminds me of my great-great-great-grandmother's house. And I never saw that house because that shit was ugly.
Let's unmute Ashley. Ashley, what do you think?
Oh, shit. Well, first of all, I'm actually from Detroit. I live in Toronto. Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yes, yeah, we hear you.
All right, my bad. Okay, so I'm actually from Detroit. Mikey is not a teenager. He's been stealing cars from he was a teenager. He's grown. And he went and got the car detailed and was riding around smoking in it with his friends. So there's actually a lot more to the story. That's
Wait, did you call him Mikey? You know him?
I don't know him, but I know people that know him in the hood. I don't like
girl. She pulled up. She said, "I'm from Detroit. This nigga has been doing it."
Because he's not a teenager. Because she's like, oh, he didn't know he's not a teenager. He's grown. He's been stealing cars from when he was a teenager. That boy is a man.
So what do you think about what box number one had to say? Do you think that? Do you understand what she's saying?
I get what she's trying to say, but I feel like she's just skipping over the whole thievery part of it. Like, you trying to make it seem like, oh, what if everybody would have beat his ass? Okay, what if somebody would have caught him stealing the car and then just shot him because they knew it wasn't his? Regardless,
or what if he stole the car and there was a kid in it?
Yeah, because that happens.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. So then, like, would the situation be different? Like, if it was a kid in the back, would it make it so much more or less George Floyd-y? Like, I don't.
Okay, I said a few times. That yes, he was wrong, but then my whole mindset in my thinking. Number one, her as a woman, her as a businesswoman. Now, who's to say that they would not go to her place of business and retaliate? Is her hood going to be there to cover her? That's where my thinking is. As a woman, she had her hood there, but her hood ain't gonna be there with her all the time in her place of business. Now, would it be wrong for them to retaliate and go and drag her out in the parking lot and beat her down over a car? What I'm saying is, yes, it was wrong, but the drag out, the humiliation over a vehicle that she had been tracking for 3 days. She was older than him. She couldn't have a conversation. She just wanted to beat him down. There was no room for no conversation.
Wait, you think she owed her a conversation after he stole her shit? Ain't no conversation. Her shit.
What I'm saying is, as a business owner, she said that she called the police. What was the need for the confrontation to assault him? The car was there in the parking lot. She damaged her own.
Amberlynn, 2 questions. 1, do you like her shower curtains? And 2, what do you want to say to her saying you don't call her a bitch?
No, I don't like her shower curtains because they look like they're bought at the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. And as far as her opinion, I believe that she needs to actually go have several seats somewhere in the stadium far away from anybody and everybody, because, we have to be responsible for our own. And it would be even worse if somebody called the police and they murdered him in that barbershop, in that chair, as opposed to her going and giving him an old-fashioned ass whooping and him being able to go home that night. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we have to reevaluate, the way that we treat each other and the way that we hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? You have to hold your children accountable. You have to be a better parent in order. I mean, she said he'd been out here robbing for years. Well, what the fuck? This ass whooping was well overdue. If anybody deserved it, he did, period. And it's so good that he's not dead and nothing happened to him, because yes, we will be out there talking about Black Lives Matter. The police shot another black man, but he was out here wilding. He needed that ass whooping, period.
Jameer, but did you see the way, Jason, when he was drugged off? He didn't fight. That nigga just laid there and got drugged because he knew he had did wrong. He gave into it. He knew he had did wrong. Now, Box One, I do want to commend you in trying to do something different, because I will say, in all of the history of gagging, I've never seen somebody do it in a bathroom and be as passionate as you. But I will tell you this. Thank goodness he has his life. Because that scenario could have ended so many. Look at him.
Walking in, Bianca face to face with a guy she says stole her brand new Benz.
And that's a badass Mercedes too. And as you can see, she was very professional when she talked to the
walking in, Bianca face to face with a guy.
Let me just say this. I'm sorry, Box Number One. If that was your son, I would have snatched his ass by his frontal and drug him out the thing too. And I'm Jason Lee. Like, I probably would have pistol whipped him too. Look, he shouldn't have stole her shit. She bought that shit. The problem with us as black people is we make so many excuses when we hurt each other. Oh, what if he would have? What if he would have died? Bitch, you stole my shit. That's what happens. You come up to this motherfucker and steal my shit, bitch. I'm shooting everybody in your motherfucking car.
Yeah.
Jameer, go ahead.
Yeah, nah, listen, I agree with everything y'all was saying. Now, this is a clear example of all skin folk and our kinfolk. Because again, we're not a monolith and we don't gotta think the same, but you can't justify someone stealing somebody else's car. Like this whole situation would have been avoided had he not stole the car. She would have had to go into that barbershop and drag that nigga had he not stole the car. So again, I understand you trying to play devil's advocate, but this is the wrong topic to do that, mama. This is the wrong
Yeah.
topic to do that on because again, he stole her motherfucking car. And sometimes black women gotta do shit. They gotta handle shit on their own. So for you to sit there and try to say this is what we've been marching against, nah, we've been marching against police brutality from cops killing us. This is not the same. You cannot compare the two. So again, I respect you for trying to have your own opinion because that's your opinion. But we here to remind you that that's a fucked up opinion, and you should not condone that or even try to
Wait.
defend that. Come on, mama, do
No,
better.
you didn't. No, you didn't call her Miss Mamas. You've been on Big O way too long. Let's take a phone call. Let's take a phone call. No, hello, hi, welcome.
Hi, my name is Trey. I'm from Chicago. I just have 3 quick things to say, and I swear I'll be in and out.
Chicago.
So first thing I want to touch on is what they just got done talking about. I feel like the one elephant in the room no one is talking about. When it comes to Black Lives Matter, I'd much rather us check ourselves than a cop, because the main thing is, the thing I can't stand most is when we don't put things in perspective. White people, their type of vigilante justice is shooting a black man running in his neighborhood, shooting a kid walking home with his hoodie. I'm not going to be mad at a black woman tracking down, doing the job that the cops should do, but she knows that they're not going to do anything but take a report and not take her seriously. So for us to sit there and point and judge anything at her, to me, is being a Karen. Straight up. Second thing I want to touch on, completely off topic, but it's about Tierra Marie, and I have a theory. You can agree with it or not, but I personally think she did not pay 50 Cent because she ran out, because she did not get that lawsuit from that dude she was dating that put out the sex tape. Because if you remember, she hired Gloria Allred or some big time attorney, and she ended up, walking out on her because her story ended up being trash. And then the last thing I have, Jason, can you please come out with a gagging onesie in time for Christmas?
You know
That's
what?
all I want. A gagging
You know
onesie.
what? We're gonna put it on here, gagging onesies for Christmas. Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna put that on the list. Thank you
And
so
then
much.
I will call in and I will wear it on the video. That's all I want. All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you too, babe. Hold on one second, y'all. I agree with her. Next caller. Hello.
Hello, what's up, Jason?
How are you?
So I'm calling because I definitely agree with the last caller. I think she was dope. I definitely agree that box number 1 is a Karen head ass bitch, and I know she doesn't like bitch, but we're on gagging, so that's just what it is. I feel like what Jameer said is real. I, for one, have marched for Black Lives Matter, and I march in stand of equality for Black lives and against police brutality. And if a nigga stole my whip, I'm gonna beat his fucking ass, and I'll probably beat Karen's ass too if she was his mother. And lastly, I just want to say, as many times as I always say, I fuck with Cardi. Tonight, you really shine light on some shit that's going on in the culture, and I love you for that.
I don't know where you're from, but I think we're related.
You always say this to me, and I'm just gonna say it's a little city near Boston. We might be related because I fuck with you so hard, like, for real. But I just feel like the industry needs you, and I hope that we continue to protect you because the shit that you bring to the table is so valid. I feel like there was so much room for Nicki when Cardi came, but I, for one, stand for Cardi because of the shit she represents, and I was going through shit that she was spitting about, and we're around the same age. I just turned 29 yesterday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. And I just wanted to say that we don't fuck with Nicki because of how she dissed Cardi, and Ra Ali plays a big part of that because I peep shit too. And oh God, I just can't wait for your book. Like, I just can't wait for your
It's coming.
book.
It's coming. It's coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Unmute box number 1, because you know.
Thank you so much. So okay, it's good that that we can have a conversation. But in this conversation, I have respected you as my host and your platform, to where I've not called anyone a bitch, saying that I was going to whoop anybody's ass or da 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 da. Okay, I'm not a bitch. I'm a mother of 2. I am a Grammy of 12. So I'm not a child. I am over 52 years old, and he is not my son. I did not equate it. It's just that I just don't understand. It's like I feel like I'm really not being heard. A village has not raised my children or my grandsons, so the village is not laying hands on my grandsons or my children. I don't know what you all saw in the video. I saw that one of his legs was being held up and him being dragged by his hair. That's what I saw.
At that point, I was just like, dog, I'm not letting this man walk again.
Bianca face to face with a guy she says stole her brand new Benz.
I'd have whipped his ass. I'm sorry.
Okay.
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 Let me ask you a question. Do you think they should have called the police and had him arrested?
Yes, absolutely. I said several times wrong is wrong, and yes, he did was wrong, but I didn't feel that he needed to be dragged out as a Black man in an establishment in front of everybody. And we don't know what he feared. It was her boyfriend's car. In the first video that I saw, that it was her boyfriend's car. So why is it that this?
But he wasn't afraid. He was getting a haircut.
He was being dragged out by one leg and his hair.
But he was getting a haircut. That's how casual it was. He stole a car and pulled up at a barbershop and was getting a haircut. He didn't care.